Happy Monday morning. I have a little bit of a froggy throat today. I don't know if you can hear that. But I wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about polarity, shmolarity, and why I veer away from modality approaches to relationship. I'm just going to make sure that I'm also live in my group, so bear with me one moment, please. I'm looking forward to this topic, actually. Here we go. Maybe it'll work. Whoops. Almost there. Okay, here we go. All right, so what inspired this topic is that I was invited to join a Facebook group that's dedicated to the polarity approach to relationship. And I do not have any affinity for that approach to relationship and for modalities in general. So I want to explain what I mean by that. But first I want to say, let me say, this is Shauna White, Heartfelt Intimacy Coach. And I help people connect with each other to profound levels of intimacy by cultivating authenticity. And that's really the best way to say it as relates to this topic. And authenticity is who you are without anything piled on top. It's who you are when you're free of your subconscious programs. Now, speaking of subconscious programs, what's the deal with molarities? With modalities, I meant to say. What's the deal with modalities? What I mean by a modality is a way of looking at things that you try on, that you kind of like put on like a coat, that you act out, you learn the method and you try to do it. It's so subtly different than exercises that you might try out to uncover authenticity. It's different because with a modality, you're trying on an idea and trying to feel your way towards something that feels good based on an idea. When you are doing an exercise, such as I give to people that I work with, that's helping you find authenticity, that exercise is actually helping you break down ideas. Someone said hello. Thank you. Hi, Charlie. So breaking down ideas leads to the uncovering of your authenticity when it's done artfully, whereas practicing a modality where you're trying on an idea to try to find your way to something that feels good, just in a sense adds more clothing to your personality. However, I want to address where I think the benefit is. So people can develop from their experiences subconscious programming that puts them out of balance in a certain way. And I haven't studied polarity deeply, but based on what I've been exposed to of it, I'm going to sketch out some examples that may or may not be totally accurate, but they're in the ballpark. Okay. So polarity gives roles, in a sense, to men and women to try on so that it supercharges the dynamics between both. I am totally all about letting go of roles because you need to find your authentic joy that actually comes to you from the inspiration of the divine within. You've got to get rid of all the ideas that stand in the way, and ideas of roles stand in the way. So that's really important. However, if you are a man or a woman who has, I know that sounds very gender limited, and I'm going to go with it anyway. So sorry if I've pissed somebody off, but also I keep it short because I realize talking is more challenging than I thought. For instance, so a man may feel like his ability to express himself naturally has been emasculated in some way. Somehow, his ability to be authentic in the way that feels natural has been suppressed in a certain way. He might actually resonate with polarity for a time in his life, that in a way that that undoes the ways in which he felt suppressed. So sometimes a modality is just the right medicine for wherever you're at subconsciously, and it can go the same way for women, where a woman may feel like she can't be soft, and for whatever reason she's defensive. And I think polarity encourages her to feel safety with a guy, which, from my perspective, safety actually comes from trusting the energy of trusting your ability to connect with discernment inside yourself, and discernment of what's right for you, and discernment of whether that person is a trustworthy character or not. But you really have to be able to trust yourself and your inner navigation system first. And your inner navigation system plugs into the divine. Because when you're not plugged into the divine, you're kind of, the Bible says, blown by every wind of doctrine. If you're not plugged into the divine, then your navigation system is plugged into emotion, and emotion is very relative, and it's not a good guidance system for giving you discernment about whether someone's trustworthy. They could love bomb you and you think they're trustworthy, and then you get the short end of the stick later when things change from the love bombing, charming part of that person. So discernment really needs to plug into your divine navigation system, where you can feel the energy of love and alignment with love. And you can feel whether that energy, even though it's really amazing, all that love bombing is really great, something feels a little off, doesn't totally line up in my center line, right? So it's a deeper level of discernment. But hi, Manny. But for a time, polarity or any relationship modality can serve a purpose in your growth if you resonate with it and you connect with it in a way that's like a healing salve for some way that your natural spirit has been suppressed by whatever difficulties you've experienced in your life, right? So it's okay if you feel attracted to a relationship modality, then go for it. I myself am dedicated to what, in my opinion, comes after that. If you are attracted to a relationship modality, go for it and experience the benefits that it has for you. But the deepest school of how to deeply connect comes from peeling away all the layers, peeling away the roles, peeling away the things you think you should do, the things you think are good to do, the things you think you are as a man or as a woman or however you identify, and just let yourself connect to the energy of divine love inside yourself, and let that guide your authentic expression. Let that guide your how you walk in the world and who you walk with, what experiences you allow yourself to have, that you opt in for. Your authenticity will give you all of that, but you can't get to your authenticity by playing out roles like polarity roles. Authenticity is what comes out of the unknown. And we have to, okay, there's different ways to experience the unknown. So I don't want to send you away today and say, yeah, just go off and be in the unknown. You're going to be fine. You're going to be totally authentic. It's all going to work, right? Because the subconscious shapes our perception in a very, very subtle way and a powerful way. And so we need to address what we've stored in the subconscious as defense mechanisms and beliefs that are what we stored as how we are going to survive in a world where love doesn't run the show, Okay, it's survival of the fittest. It's fear. It's every man for himself. We've had a lot of those experiences in our life, every one of us, and we've stored. I mean, everybody has their own experiences, but there are so many of that ilk. The love-based reality that comes from connecting with divine love is not really demonstrated on earth these days very much, right? So the subconscious has a lot of that programming stored. And so if you just go, hey, I'm going to go off and be in the unknown, it might be scary because underneath the unknown, you're going to have this foundation of subconscious programming that's all plugged into this fear-based reality of survival of the fittest, of if I'm with that person, he might or she might just want what they want and not actually really care about me and not really actually care about love or not even know how to show up in love, right? So the safe place to connect with the unknown is as we start to learn how to connect energetically with the divine within. And that gives us the safety zone. It gives us the discernment so that we can be in the unknown and be safe. If we're in the unknown and we're not connected with our inner connection with divine love, then we are vulnerable to not discerning the situation well and not being able to take care of ourselves. So it's really important that we do both, that we strip down the roles and the ideas, but at the same time, we need to build up our ability to connect with divine love and to understand how to use that as a navigation system for discernment and for safety so that we can actually make a transition from this world of pain and wounding and struggle in relationships to this world where things flow and we feel connected and harmonious and it's easy. And we're not in competition. We're not in this push-pull with our partner. And we're safe because we're discerning as we go. We're discerning what feels right for us in a way that allows us to actually connect with our partner in a harmonious way. So that's what's possible, but it's only possible in this place that's free from modalities. So if you feel connected to modality, sure, go for it, play with it, but realize it's just an exploration of your subconscious and how you want to feel different than the way the defense mechanisms in your subconscious make you feel. And let it be the exploration that it is, but I recommend don't get stuck there because authenticity is not there. And authenticity is the place where really profound levels of connection and joy in relationship become unlocked. So that's my soapbox, standing on a soapbox, I don't know, bunch of words today. If you want to explore deeper about authenticity in relationships and what that would look like for you, what the first steps of doing that with you alone, whether you're in a relationship or not, or with you and your partner, you're welcome to message me and we can hop on a Zoom and have a conversation about what's going on in your relationship and what you would like to have happen in your relationship and what the tools for getting to authenticity and connection are that I have that could possibly help you. So we'll see about that. Anyway, message me if you want to, and otherwise have a great day. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.